Hey, good evening, because it's evening, but good morning. Cheers. Sultana Gold from Lake of the Woods Brewery. It's a fine beer, uh, ready to be used. I would recommend more in the evening. Although I guess if you want to have beer breakfast, you could do that too. But that's saying. Anyways, I keep talking about breakfast because we're making more breakfast sandwiches today. And we're making breakfast sandwiches different than the last time I made them, which was in the microwave for a early morning, making one off and away you go. I was talking with an acquaintance, and she was saying that she was making Mother's Day brunch and was looking for some easy ideas for how to make Mother's Day brunch. And I went, hey, you know what? I saw a really neat idea that was basically making a whole bunch of breakfast sandwiches all at once in the oven with the eggs. And so what I did there was I went, okay, let's give this a try. So we've got 2 eggs previously baked in the oven. These are baked at 18 minutes at 350 degrees. Over here, I have 4 eggs. So you can do this in however many you have coming up, right? So if you've got 6 or 12, whatever, away you go. So a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and I have a pre-greased up oven-proof pan over here. I'm just going to whip together my eggs, and we're going to toss them in the oven for 18 minutes. Now, your oven may be different. It may be 15, it may be 17, it might be 20. Who's to know? It'll depend on your oven. Okay, so we just scramble those up, pop them in there, and then we just pop those in the oven for the requisite 18 minutes in this oven. Okay? Always setting the timer so we don't forget these things. Over here, we have English muffins, cheddar cheese, some very thin sliced ham, and that is all going to go into our sandwiches. I'm just going to move this over here. And again, we have our egg thing over here. Now, when I make eggy sandwiches, I like to both use Miracle Whip, don't hate me, it's what I like, and Chez Whiz. If you're from a country that Chez Whiz isn't used as an everyday food, then don't use Chez Whiz. The beautiful thing about this is you can make it ahead. So in fact, earlier this week, in the land of I'm eating way too many egg sandwiches, preparing for this episode, taking one for the team, right here you can see an eggy sandwich that's in the freezer. The beautiful thing about the frozen eggy sandwich is that you can defrost it for about a minute or so in your microwave, whatever that time is that takes it to defrost, and then reheat it for another minute. It's going to depend on your microwave, how long that takes. A great advantage of this is, unlike the eggy sandwich, which only takes that same amount of time to cook, you have to, you're doing it all at once. This way, you can do an entire week's worth of sandwiches or however long you want, because they're going to stay in that freezer for a long time and be ready to just pop them out and reheat them. If you want, you can do the egg bit first, and then the morning you're doing a big brunch, just do the assembly part, sort of like I have it here. Now, big fan of cheese, so I have both real cheddar, old aged cheddar, and then my Chez Whiz. And we're still waiting on the toaster. It's a lovely toaster, but it shows its age. So away we go. It takes its time. The nice thing about this as well, I'm in Costco this week. Sorry, and I know it's Costco. And I noticed they had a breakfast sandwich in the freezer area, and the freezer box of breakfast sandwiches, I didn't notice what the price was on them, but I did notice that the unit price was like, I think, $1.89 each. And so we have eggs are currently $4.16 a dozen at Walmart. I got these from Co-op. These are like some super duper organic egg. Don't care. But the advantage of them, they were $4, $4 a dozen Canadian. Yay! Okay, so we got that going for us. So this eggy sandwich, you've got looking at what, 40 cents or so for a English muffin. You're looking at about 30 cents or so for a dozen for an egg, 35 cents for an egg. You're looking at, what's a slice of ham go for? No idea, not much. And some cheesy bits. So you're probably looking at way less than $1 per eggy sandwich. Now, you go, well, $1.83, it's already made. Yeah, except that, you know, I do feel there's a pending recession coming. I'm not going to say the R word. No, I am going to say the R word. It's called recession. There's a recession coming, and which means that things are going to get a little bit tight. It's a great way to save some money. Okay, so a little bit of Cheese Whiz, a little bit of bacony bits. Just take your egg. This is there from the oven. Then we're going to put our cheese slice on top. We're going to put our ham slice on top. We're going to put our cheese there. And there we have it. Easy peasy eggy sandwich. I'm going to throw this one in too because I'm not going to eat this one, but I am going to have it for later. Okay? Now, why would you do this? Because you can assemble 12 of these, or 6 or 4, like I've got going in the oven, in that much time. So once it's a time saver down the road, not to say when you're doing it. So you're bored, you got dinner coming up, make a whole slew of eggy sandwiches, and away you go. When you defrost and reheat them, sometimes the egg looks different, but it still tastes the same. If you just leave them in the freezer, they're fantastic. Or, sorry, in the fridge, they're also fantastic. So there's no losing with this one. It's just way cool. Let's do a little wee bite. I'm going. If this was 7:40 a.m. versus 7:40 p.m., I think this was a fantastic breakfast. Maybe not with the beer. However, this gives me 40 minutes to get ready for the Jets game because it's game 1 of round 2. Go Jets, go! Sorry, Dallas. If anyone from Dallas is watching, hey, cool. Thanks. I'm glad you're there. Let me know. So far, this is kind of neat. I'm up to just over 50 subscribers. Look out. Numbers are climbing. Hundreds of views on the videos. Cool. Including a shout out from South Africa. Way neat. And I hope you're enjoying these videos. I hope you're learning how to make some stuff for yourself. The 3rd season is all about our transitions from high school to college, college to work life to married life, or couple life to something different, maybe with kids, maybe without, maybe with a partner, maybe without, all those good things. So if you are enjoying these, please like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. And if there's anything that you want to add, whether it's how to make this better or how to make it different or what you'd like to see, by all means, please let me know what's going on. Woohoo! We have round 2 on eggy muffins. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you on the next episode. Cheers.